Um, but that's a typical marketer's funnel, because typical marketer, what they don't earn a lot of money. Here's what you need to be. This is what you need to master. Okay, you need to master what I call the pro marketer's funnel. This is how professionals play the game. This is how the super affiliates play the game. Okay, this is how this is personally how I structure my business. This is exactly how my business looks like. I'm going to show you. And this water is so good. You get the traffic. Okay, I don't know if you can see my cursor or not, but you get the traffic. You send the traffic to your not necessarily it's a landing page, right? But I call it the lead magnet page. A lead magnet. Hold on, guys. One second. I got somebody texting me here. Hold on one sec. Gotta answer this because this is important. One sec. See, multitasking. Do that sometimes. Hold on. Okay. So this is what I want to talk with you and actually really take you behind the scene, the curtain, if you will, and show you. Okay. You create a lead magnet page. Okay. As soon as they opt in, they go to a value or bundling or trust page. Okay, or a place, and then from there you lead them to the offer page. Okay. If this sounds like too much, don't worry. This is actually a lot easier than you think. Okay. From the offer, typically when people purchase an offer, they get redirected to some kind of a back end or higher value offer. That goes hand in hand with what they purchased on the front end. Okay, and the back end higher value stuff is actually where majority of your money is going to come from. I'm going to prove it to you. And what I like to do is I like to add another component, which is transformation and transcendence into my funnel, into my my business. Okay, so one of the things I want to do is I want to make sure that regardless if people purchase whatever I'm promoting or not, as soon as they got onto my list, as soon as they opted in, okay, I want to give them an opportunity, or I want to put them in an environment to where they can transcend and literally to where they can transform, right? Whether business transformation, personal transformation, and literally become better. Okay, become a better human being. Just because it's actually very easy to do. I'm going to show you how that's done. Okay, but see, when you do that, you create yourself a following. You create yourself. You bond with people in a way that just creates this environment where people just buy from you, right? People buy from you, and you never have to worry about rebuilding your business over again because people just follow you. Okay, let me give you a couple of examples, and this is going to make sense as we go move forward here. Okay, so the lead magnet. Let's just put it together. Lead magnet value bonding. A lead magnet. Okay, what it is essentially is it's a free offer in exchange for an email address or a phone number, that you can a contact piece of contact for that person that you can through which you can contact them. Okay, normally it's an email address. Here's a couple of tips I'm going to give you. When you are creating a lead magnet, I'm going to again show you how to do that specifically, so you can have a very good example if you want to follow. But what I want to do is I want to give cool names to my lead magnets. Okay, a lot of people don't think about this. If you are creating a lead magnet, you give it a cool name. Okay, give it a cool name. That's something that would be attractive. Okay, I'll give you some examples in a minute. That's gonna make sense. Don't mention the product or a company that you're promoting. Okay, when you are creating your lead magnet, never, ever, ever, ever mention a product name or a company that you're promoting. Why would you not want to mention that? Well, you don't want to mention that for the fact that you know, if you're promoting something, okay, if you're promoting something, typically I want to promote something that that has a lot of competition. Okay, I want to promote something that has a lot of competition, and why is that important? It's important because if there's a lot of competition, if there's a lot of people promoting it, that thing probably converts well. Okay, so then all I need to do is I just need to outcool the rest of the competition, and you know, and I can dominate. Okay, but if I mention a product name or a company name that I'm promoting on the front end of my lead magnet, right? If people already heard about it, or people, you know, had a bad experience with it already, or whatever, they become blind, right, or deaf to your lead magnet, okay? Because they think, well, you know, I already saw that company or that product. It's not for me, whatever, right? Maybe somebody else has pitched them. You don't want to talk about the product in the lead magnet, okay? Here is something that you might want to do, and this is not mine. I actually learned this from a guy by the name of Frank Kern. He learned that from a gentleman by the name you might heard, Dan Kennedy. Okay, so practice what's referred to as results in advance. Okay, results in advance method. This is a very if you can get one thing that you can implement in your business that's going to position you higher above the rest of the competition, folks, this is it. Results in advance. I'm going to walk you through how that works. Okay, so hold on one second. Hold on one sec. See, that's what happens when you do a hangout. And I apologize, folks. I apologize about that. I just have to answer a text here real quick. But this is going to be good for you. Okay, so check this out. Your prospect, when they enter your funnel, when they enter their email on your landing page, okay, they are entering that. Why? Because there is a promise. Okay, because they want something. They want an end result. Okay, they want an end result to something. And so typically they are at point A, right? If you can, you know, imagine that, and they want to get to a point B, whatever that is. Okay, and normally there are different things that they need to do in the process of going from point A to point B. Okay, this can be applied to any niche, any market, any product. So, you know, let's you know, I am in the make money online niche. Okay, people who are, you know, you are in the probably in the make money online niche. You know, if you're here, obviously you know, you want to learn how to make money. Let's just use that as an example. Okay, so what do people, if somebody is just getting started, what are the 4 or 5 or 3 basic, you know, basic things that they need to learn how to do? Okay, what is it? Well, it's, you know, picking a product, right? What, you don't make money just out of, you know, without promoting something. You make money by promoting something. Okay, so first thing that people need to learn how to do is how to pick a product to promote. Okay, next, what? Well, they need to learn how to create a website, at least a landing page, at least something that's going to separate them from the competition when they promote the product. Okay, then what? Well, then they need to get traffic. Okay, logical. And then what they need to do is they need to learn how to get a sale. I mean, there could be variations of this, guys. Okay, but you know, these would be the 4 basics. Right, basic things that people need to learn or experience in the process. Okay, so if you can take somebody when they enter your funnel, okay, if you can take them and you can cover, okay, 1 or 2 or as many of these points as possible before you ask for the sale, okay. Again, some of this stuff I'm going to be talking about right about now is going to get advanced, okay, guys, and it might go over, you know, over your ears if you're not paying attention. Okay, if you can apply this and inject this into your funnel, okay, the more of these that you can inject, the easier it is going to be for you to make that sale. Okay, so let me give you an example here. So this is my very first lead magnet. This is my very, very first lead magnet. I'm going to tell you how I got started. Okay, this was the company I was promoting back in 2006. That got me, fast start. Okay, so what I was doing is, let me give you a backstory to this. Okay, because this was my and this is actually a bad example. Keep in mind this is actually a bad example. Or maybe let's just not call it a bad example. This is a version 1.0. This is an amateur's version. Just keep that in mind. And I'm gonna show you how it kind of progressed, right? And what you can do. And I'll give you some things that, or some mistakes that I did that hopefully you don't have to do, or you don't have to make. So I was promoting this company. And how essentially I got started making money with that company is my mentor said, he said, Vic, what you need to do is you need to build and capitalize on your small successes. Okay? I said, how do I do that? He said, simple. Any small wins that you see, that you experience, small victories, okay? You need to celebrate those. You need to capitalize on those. You need to exaggerate those, if you will. And so what I did is I would run an ad, right? I would run like a Craigslist ad or whatever, free marketing, and I would get 15, 20, 30 subscribers to my list, okay, to my landing page. And my landing page was different than this one. So what I did is I celebrated those small victories, okay? I would record a proof video of how many opt-ins I got that particular day. Okay, and I would email right back to my subscribers, to these people who just opted into my site, okay, and I'd said, hey, I just got 30 leads, I just got 20 leads today for free, didn't have to pay a penny for them. I would like to show you exactly how I did that if you want, all right? I'm going to do this free teleconference on Thursday or Friday, whatever the day is, right? So I set a date, and I said, hey, it's totally free, I just want to give you value. I just want to share with you what's working for me right now. Okay? And so I would do that. I would, my very first teleconference that I did, and I just went to like freeconferencecall.com and got myself a free account. Don't have to pay for it, right? It's not like it's a Google Hangout where people see you. You're talking on the phone, right? So I could handle that. And I was just basically talking about what I was doing. I was just sharing how I got those 20 or 30 subscribers. To my list, and I just share it with the same people that opted into my list. Does that make sense? A lot of them went, "Wow, thank you, Vic," and they expected me to sell something, and I didn't. I did not pitch them. Okay. I remember my very first teleconference I did. I had less than 10 people show up. Less than 10 people. But I kept on doing it. And then I would purchase a solo ad, and I would get, 100 subscribers to my list in one day. And guess what I would do? I would turn around. I would, get my camcorder, right? I would record a computer screen showing proof. I would say, hey, just got 100 leads in a day. I'm going to share with you how I did it, right? And guess what? I did the same thing, and just focused on sharing with people what I was doing at that particular time. I was celebrating my small victories. Right? And you know what happened? People started to join. People started to convert because they saw that I was doing something that other marketers were not willing to do. Other marketers were just pushing that opportunity, right? Other marketers were just slamming people with, hey, join me, I'm the best, I'm this, right? And this is how I earned my first $20,000 in a month, very, very relatively quickly, within my first 90 days of applying this kind of method. And then what I did is I created this particular landing page right here, and I just said, I went, bold on it, and I said, hey, I'm going to teach you how to realistically make at least $20,000 a month in 90 days or less. And this claim was backed by my personal numbers. You see, I could make this claim. Never in your marketing, folks, here's something I'm going to tell you. In your marketing, never say something that you can't back up. Okay, never say something that you never just make stuff up. Okay, never do that. When you know how to do something, then you can share it. Okay, if you don't know how to do something, there's a lot of marketers right now. They're trying to teach you how to make money, and they're broke. There's a lot of people who are calling everything and anything they come across is a scam. Okay, and reality is they are broke themselves. They have no clue how to make themselves successful, let alone lead other people to victory. Okay, they have no idea. Okay, they're just low lives, right? And they're just focusing on how to get other people and how to bring them down. Okay, that's all their mission is. So never do something that you haven't done yourself. Always teach from experience. But that's why, see, this is the difference between the 2%ers and the 98%ers. 98%ers, they don't want to do the actual work. 98%ers, they don't want to do what the 2%ers are doing. Okay, and it's a very, very small difference, very little difference. And that's why I'm confident that if you apply this, you can succeed. In fact, you will succeed. Okay. So I put this out as a lead magnet. Okay, and this is not the best example of the lead magnet because it doesn't, it just very, very, general message, and pretty hypey too. But it worked. At that time, 2006, it worked like crazy. Okay, so and people, essentially what I did is when people opted in, this was my funnel. Okay, when people opted in, I would do a teleconference with them, and I would teach them exactly what I was doing that got me to $20,000 per month. That's it. I was teaching from experience. I was teaching from what I already knew how to do myself. Did everybody make $20,000 a month? Heck no. Did people make $20,000 a month? Yes. Okay. There's going to be 80-20 principle in everything, and probably more like 98-2. Okay. About 2% of people, or maybe 4 or 5% of people will actually do stuff that you teach them to do, and those people will help you build your business and take a business to the next level. Okay. And so what I would just teach them what I was doing, right? And of course I was promoting that particular company, so people would join me in that company. That worked. Okay. Again, let me give you a funnel that I created in 2010 for a ClickBank product, right? I called this the 48-hour cash machine. Again, the name. Okay. Notice the difference. The product is Directory of eZines. Okay, it's a ClickBank product. The name for the lead magnet, right, is 48-hour cash machine, and the message behind that is, hey, learn how to get loads of cash on demand. I'm going to show you exactly how that funnel laid out in a minute here. Okay, so the product is Directory of eZines. It's a ClickBank product. It shows people how to get, gives them directory and some training on how to get, where to get solo at publishers, providers, and stuff like that, right? eZines. Lead magnet is, hey, learn how to get loads of cash on demand. Okay, see the difference? Okay. But here's something else that's important when you're creating your funnel. When you're creating your funnel, intention is very important. Most marketers, guys, unfortunately, or fortunately, let's just say fortunately, because they have no clue why they have no idea, right? And it's good for us, because if you and I we're gonna do things differently than what they're doing, we're gonna dominate, and then they can cry, they can do whatever they want to do. You know what I mean? They can call us whatever they want to call us, but hey, we're gonna do things differently, and because they're jealous, right? They're gonna try to